It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be another hot day here in Shingwedzi in the north of the park. We've woken up a little bit late. It's after 6 o'clock. The sun's already up. So we're going to just make a coffee and chill a little bit. And then we may head out on a game drive a little bit later. But for now, some coffee and tea. So I pour my coffee using the Stanley setup. It's a drip coffee. So you put the ground coffee in there, and then you just pour it. I'm just going to pour it lightly. They say you've got to let it bloom for a few minutes, for a few seconds, and then I find that this works so well because I pour it and it drips. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes to drip the coffee into. It's a nice size cup. It's a 350ml cup, and of course it's Stanley quality. So, and I'm an unabashed Stanley fan. Everything I use is Stanley, and I use all their stuff. It's great. I love it. Okay, so the coffee's just finished dripping, and it's just such an easy mechanism, the Stanley thing, because it's just a screen filter, like an aluminium filter, and you just rinse it. You literally rinse it and it's clean. But anyway, cheers. That's a good cup of coffee. Ah, lovely. Good morning, everyone. It's always the perfect end to a good day in the Kruger. Run a good fire. Morning, guys. Excuse what I look like, but we had a bit of a late night around the braai last night. We just sat around the fire, and it's early in the morning. It's 5:30 in the morning, and we're on our game drive, and hopefully we see something good. We've got our coffee and our tea. Donna's got her tea, and we're ready for a good day of sightings.
And a bit cooler this morning. So.
It's a little bit cooler this morning, yeah. We'll put it this way: there's more clouds in the sky, and there's a bit of a breeze, but it's still a warm breeze, and it is only 5:30 in the morning. So we'll see. Yesterday we got to 42 degrees, so things are cooling down a little bit. Like the one
it'll
guy.
Be cooler today. It'll be 40.
Yeah. Like the one guy says, he says when he got into the camp at 6:15 last night, it had cooled down to 40 degrees. So. Anyway, let's have a good day. Always such an amazing sighting, seeing lions, but especially with the cubs playing like this in the riverbed, and you've got the sighting all to yourself. Wonderful to see the cubs playing, the parents interacting. And then just when you think that you are the king of the jungle, here comes the real king, and you scarper. Crazy to watch this. We spent a good few hours, probably 6 or 8 hours with these two brothers. I assume they're brothers, but what a pleasure and what a privilege to watch these two black-maned lions in their prime of their lives interacting. Just a bit of a time lapse just to end the day off around the braai with a drink, watching over the waterhole, and just enjoying the end of another good day in Africa. Donna driving the buffalo out of Shingwedzi camp on a cooler and drizzly day on our way up to Punda Maria. Who says women can't drive big trucks?
Here we are at the beautiful Pafuri picnic site, which we always love to stop at and just have a quick brekkie. And we usually just come and fry up some bacon, which Kevin's done nicely on the skottel for us. So nice and easy to hire a skottel here. Very cheap. How much was it, babe?
I think it's 25 Rand or something.
Yeah,
30
25
rand,
or
something
35 Rand or something, and it's a bonus because they clean it for you. You can just leave it. And yeah, so we're having cheese and bacon rolls, which look lovely, and overlooking the beautiful river. Thanks, babe. It looks awesome.
So we've reached a place in the Kruger Park, which is called Crooks Corner, and it's quite an interesting place, and it's like the north eastern corner of the Kruger Park and of South Africa. And you can see here the Luvuvu River, which joins the Limpopo River, and where they join is also the confluence of three, I don't know if you call it a confluence, but where three countries meet. So you've got over there, let me get that right there. You've got Zimbabwe. Over there, you've got Mozambique, and I'm standing in South Africa. And there's actually a beacon that stands in this triangle, triangle piece of land, where the three countries essentially meet, and the two rivers meet. And basically, it's called Crooks Corner, and there's a beacon there. So anybody who was trying to evade the law, so you would have illegal ivory hunters, you would have gun runners, you would have people that were dealing in illegal black labor at the time. All these sort of guys, they sort of called them in those days buccaneers and outlaws, would run for safety when the law was chasing them, and they would run to Crooks Corner and to the beacon. And as long as they were on the opposite side of the beacon, they were essentially in another country, and the law enforcement couldn't arrest them. There's been stories that even if three law enforcement officers came from the three different countries to arrest somebody, all that person had to do was basically jump onto the beacon and sit on the beacon, and these law enforcers would have to fight it out and discuss who was going to arrest him, because essentially he's in all three countries at the same time. So pretty interesting, and part of history. Always such a privilege to see these chameleons when we do, and it's just incredible how they blend in. This one you can see almost like sort of pretending to blow as a leaf in the wind to camouflage himself. Quite incredible.
Here we are, overlooking the Punda Maria waterhole, and after waking up today with a very drizzly and rainy and much cooler day, it's cleared quite nicely. So we've had a relaxing day, just reading and lying around, and now we've come out as it's clearing. We've lit the fire. We're gonna braai. Kevin's gonna do another, I think it's a beer and biltong bread you're doing tonight, are you?
It's a beer and bacon, yeah. Beer and bacon.
Beer and biltong.
Beer and biltong. Beer and biltong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just pouring a beer in.
Cool.
Mix the dough. And then I'm going to put in this pot, which I've greased with some butter.
Cool.
And going to mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I'll catch up with you maybe once I've mixed this, and we can put it in the bowl.
Okay.
And then we can get prepped.
Great.
We'll catch up with you just now. I've mixed the beer into the dough, into the flour, with some biltong and spices, just biltong powder and some spices. And I'm now going to just prove it on the. I'm just going to let it prove a little bit in the warmth of the fire here. I'll just put it here, just for maybe 5 minutes or so, just so it can prove, and then we'll put it on the braai with some coals around it and some coals on top of it. Right, but now it's time. What is the time, babe?
16:59 to be exact.
16:59. That makes it 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's time for some drinks.
Cool.
Right. I'm going to pour Donna her Coke, and I'm going to pour a nice gin for me, nice strong one. There you go. And I'm going to put it with some. It's awesome. I use it with this breakfast punch. I mix it with anything really.
You're not
tonic.
You're not fussy.
I'm not fussy. So we just pour that in there. Into again my favorite Stanley mugs, which keeps everything nice and cold. And then I'm going to pour Donna her Coke. And then we'll sit down and settle down, watch the sunset, and say goodnight to another night in our wonderful Africa and our wonderful Kruger. Here we go. Cheers, babe.
Cheers, my love.
All the best. Yes to us.
Cheers.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a good night. Right, and the moment of truth. My biltong and beer bread.
Looks really
Have
good.
a look
babe.
and see what it looks like. Wonderful. Right.
Let's try some nice while it's hot. Melt that butter on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks lovely, babe.
Good. Nothing better than homemade bread with some nice salted Irish butter. How good is that? Is it good?
Really good. I can even taste the biltong. Delish.
Good.
Well done, babe.
Thank you. Fillet homemade bread.
Okay, dinner is now served. Looks delicious. Pork fillet on homemade bread.
Good morning, good morning. It's bright and early. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and we left Punda Maria this morning, and we're going to do a drive called the Mahoney Loop. The Mahoney Loop. The road's not great, but it's a bit of fun in the truck. It's quite dense, the bush, because of all the rain. But we have seen before on this loop, we've seen cheetah, we've seen elephant, buffalo, and we've actually seen wild dog. So who knows? There's not a lot, they say that the scarcity of animals in the north is a lot less prevalent than in the south, which we get. So we may not have any great exciting sightings for you, but we'll see what we can. And then we're going to go up to on the road to the Klopperfontein Dam. There's a little dam, a beautiful little dam on the way out to Pafuri, and we're going to go there and maybe make a coffee and a brekkie, and we'll see what the day brings. But yeah, there's another day in Kruger. So here we are. We're still at the Klopperfontein Dam. There's a buffalo over there somewhere. We just been sitting here taking in the scene here, and this is one of the reasons why I just love this truck of ours, this overlanding truck, is because it gives us the opportunity to come and park off like this at a waterhole where we can make our coffee, we can make breakfast or lunch or whatever we want. We've got the fridge available, we've got the toilet available, and we can just sit here and chill and read, catch up for hours and hours and just take in these scenes. And these sorts of scenes are the ones that just make me absolutely love this country of mine, this continent of mine, Kruger Park. It just encapsulates everything that I love and why I just love living in this country. See the crocodile on the right, floating towards them. Yeah.
You can see the crocodile.
It's a brave crocodile.
So we settled in here at Punda Maria. We are on the perimeter fence overlooking the waterhole. You can see two buffalo dogger bulls lying in the mud there. And we all set up here. Got a nice site and ready for a good week in Punda. Hey guys, it's the end of an awesome day. This morning we went to and did the Mahoney loop, and there wasn't much game there, but it's a beautiful drive, really awesome drive. And then we went and spent 4 hours at the Kloppenfontein Dam, and it was actually quite amazing because we had elephants coming down there for those 4 hours. They got so used to our truck being there that they weren't scared, and they were coming down onto it. I mean, the one elephant came so close because we had our window hinged down, and the one elephant came so close that he almost had his trunk in our window. It was a bit scary, but awesome. What an awesome sighting. So tonight we're just going to put on some pepper bark beef boerewors on the braai with a nice garlic loaf, and I'm going to have my Bone Crusher Darling Brew beer, and we're going to toast another good night in the Kruger. What a brilliant day it was, and here's to Kruger. Cheers. Oh my word.